What's up, wrestling fans? I'm Kevin Hellions, and this is an edition of Hellions Wrestling. Now, we're going to call it daily wrestling, but we can't get to it every day. There's so much going on. We discuss a couple things at a time here, so we're going to just call it Hellions Wrestling. Going to set up a better site for it. You know, the usual, but we'll get to it. The point is, right now, we're going to discuss the February 24th edition of ECW. Sorry, I had to check my notes there. Now, what can I say? Alright, we'll start with Tommy Dreamer finally gets a win. Very happy. Tommy Dreamer, for those that know me, Kevin Hellions, one of my favorite wrestlers and has always been. So I'm very happy that he won a match, finally. I hope this leads to a winning streak, maybe. Maybe he'll actually win the ECW title, because we have the storyline going of Tommy Dreamer wants to win the title by June, and if he doesn't, he'll retire from wrestling. The ECW-based pay-per-view is in June. Now, we can't call it an ECW pay-per-view because it's all the joint brand things now. And I don't know what it's called. I would call it One Night Stand, but apparently we're not doing that name anymore in an attempt to be WWE TV PG. Enough letters for you. Then it was going to be called WWE Presents A Night of Extreme, which isn't bad title, but I'm expecting Gary Cherone to come out there and sing more than words. A Night of Extreme, 80s hair band, whatever. Now it's supposedly called Extreme Rules. Okay. Once again, to go with the band joke, Extreme Rules sounds like a sign that one of the fans would be holding up above the head, hoping to still get backstage, because yeah, they're older, they're in their 40s, 50s, maybe even older than that, but it's still a famous rock band, so she'll still, you know. But anyways, there's a pay-per-view in June. It's based on the concept of ECW and anything goes, no rules that the OG original ECW was. And now we're back to Tommy Dreamer. So, hopefully he wins the title by then. One of the sites that I like to look at, ProWrestling.net, had a nice little idea of where to go, and I'm suddenly feeling awful because it was not ProWrestling.net, it was PWInsider.com. They had a little write-up of what to do. They were like, go ahead, give Tommy a match at WrestleMania, let him go out on top, have an ECW title change at WrestleMania, let him carry it on, have a farewell tour, lose the title back to Jack Swagger since you want to make him this star, the next Kurt Angle. So that's excellent. That's very good. I'm very happy for that idea. I hope something good happens for Tommy Dreamer. And I'm thinking it's going to be maybe something like last year, Battle Royal dark match for WrestleMania, and the winner faces the ECW champion. Should Dreamer win that, that's excellent. Be very happy with it. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think WWE cares enough about Tommy Dreamer to give him a title. Now, technically he should have a send-off not to the level that Ric Flair got, but in the same vein. Because what Ric Flair meant to the NWA, to WCW, to the territories, to Mid-South, Mid-Atlantic, to all these places that Flair wrestled. That's what Tommy Dreamer meant to ECW, to the Northeast, to, you can debate what ECW was and wasn't as long as you want. Was it a world title? Was it the third big brand out there? Was it just a glorified backyard federation? Was it all violence? Was it technical? Whatever you want to say. Taz put it best, the only way that people can't argue, it was the last territory. I have to agree with that. You can argue what it was and wasn't all you want. But yeah, last great territory, absolutely. Conquer the Northeast. Fans coming in from all over the Northeast to come see it, no matter where they were, whether they were in Pennsylvania, New York, New England, Jersey, wherever, fans came from all around to see it. Because we support it. And it could be the same people fighting the same card Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. Didn't matter. You still went. But anyways, Tommy Dreamer, for all that he's done and all that he's lost, he finally got a win on ECW this week. turn it down so you can hear me talk. Now, since this happened, the Boogeyman has been released. I'm going to move the camera closer so we can all see some of this. Now, the Boogeyman's been released since this, so we can't actually show footage of this later on, because what would you be saying? Oh, and look, Tommy Dreamer getting the assist from former WWE talent. See, he's good enough to help Tommy Dreamer, but not good enough to keep his job. But anyways, Tommy Dreamer won. I'm happy. Dreamer seems happy. Hopefully this continues on to be something. I honestly, as I sit here taping this, have not watched this week's episode of ECW, so maybe my heart will be broken and nothing's going to happen. But we never know. Anyways, that's my long opinion of Tommy Dreamer, of ECW. Very happy he gets a win. And we're going to go on to discuss the current ECW title situation with the current champion, Jack Swagger, the current number one challenger, Christian. And I'll be back tomorrow, later today, or in 2 seconds when you click the next video here on Hellions Wrestling.